But the other night, I think I really excelled myself because I was out with my son, who's working in London at the moment. We'd been to a party. And we came back to the neighbourhood on the tube, as you do, got to the bus stop, which is about a mile from my house, right? And normally there's literally a bus every 2 or 3 minutes. It's one of those things like in London, right? But we got to the sign, and the sign said the next bus was 10 minutes away. And I was like, I don't want to wait 10 minutes. I really don't. I can't. But you never see any taxis at that time of night, and I wasn't going to get an Uber. So I just thought, what are we going to do? Anyway, the bright spark that is my son, who's only 18, pointed over there, and he said, oh, look, there's a scooter over there. And I went, yeah, okay then. Well, I guess I'll just wait here and I'll see you at home. He's like, no, you can get on it with me. I was like, what? I've seen people do this, right? But they're usually, teenagers. So he said, no, you just get on the back with me. And so you're about to see a piece of video footage, which is not very long, of me filming it as we go down the road near my local neighbourhood. And it didn't feel right, to be honest. First of all, I had my arms around his shoulders. And he said, you put them around my waist, that's the way you should do it. But I could feel that I wasn't really balanced properly. And as I was filming, I thought, well, this is all right. But it wasn't comfortable. I just didn't feel right. Anyway, we went to the next part of the road. And as I tried to put my phone back into my pocket, I could feel myself sort of wobbling slightly. And then the scooter hit some kind of drain and bumped. And I was like, I'm going to go here. I'm going. And he said, I said, oh, you'll pull over. And then I suddenly thought, look, he's not going to pull over in time before I lose my balance. So I know what I'll do. I'll jump off and I'll just run to the side, like you do. Because that's easy. We're only doing about 3-4 miles an hour. But of course, I jumped off and immediately fell flat on my face. Luckily, I didn't injure myself. I didn't actually hit my head on the floor or anything like that. But I did graze my knee slightly. And I did something that I haven't done, I don't think, since I was at school. And I made a hole in the knee of my trousers. So I'll have to take to the dry cleaners and make up a story about how somebody else wore the trousers and somehow fell over or got in a fight or something, because I can't admit to doing it myself, can I? Not at my age, for heaven's sake.